The movie starts with Jessica walking with her son in the street. Jessica is a science teacher in her son's school. Her son thinks having your mom as a teacher is weird. She gets kidnapped by Ethan. They search the house and put her in the van. Ethan comes with a hammer and smashes the cellular phone. She has no idea what they are doing. She tries to open the part which is likely to be opened. Then she looks at the cellular phone. Ryan and Chad are walking through the beach party. He sees Chloe and wants to talk, but Chad stops him. She dumped him, so he should have some self-respect. But Ryan doesn't listen. He meets her and tells her that he called her the other night. Tara told Chloe, but still, she didn't call him, and he wanted to know why. Joel tells her she doesn't want to get back together because he is irresponsible, self-centered, and downright childish. Ever since she dumped him, he has been thinking about his life and has changed. He came down here to volunteer. He tells her to give him something so that he can prove it to her. She handed over the flyers to him, which needed to be done before the concert tonight. 4 boxes of t-shirts need to be picked up from the Office Depot. Ryan gives the responsibility to Chad, giving Chad the chance to hang out with her friend with the nipples. Ryan leaves with his car. On the other hand, Jessica tries to connect the broken wires, and at some point, she succeeds in making a call, and guess what? That call goes to Ryan. Ryan is an irresponsible guy. She says she is Jessica Martin. She has been kidnapped and needs him to go to the police. She is locked up in an attic somewhere. He says if she were in trouble, she would have called the cops and not him. The phone is shattered. She connects the wires to make a call to reach anyone. She says she didn't know he would be so selfish to hand his phone to a police officer. We see Police Officer Mooney, who is busy buying more than doing his duty. Another police officer tells him he thought the captain told him he was not supposed to have this shit sent here anymore. Sea sponges from the coast of France. Then lawyer Jack comes to know about the parlor thing. In the meantime, Ryan is in the police station. He will give them the phone. Ryan gives Officer Mooney the phone, saying he has a lady on the phone who says she has been kidnapped. He receives the phone call, and Jessica tells him that this morning, 5 men broke into her house and killed her housekeeper. At that time, a crash happens between 2 groups of hooligans. Mooney tells him to go to the 4th floor. He goes there. Jessica is holding the phone and waiting patiently. Suddenly, Ethan enters the room. He asks where her husband is. She doesn't tell. Now, he will grab her little son, who is in Wyman School, Westwood. She requests them not to do this. Ryan hears everything from the other side. She tells him her son's school gets out at 1:45. The Wyman School, Barrington, and Sunset. She tells him to go right 2 miles up there. She doesn't know what these guys want. She is a science biology teacher. Her husband is a realtor, so none of these makes any sense. He reaches the school. His name is Ricky Martin. He checks classes, but everyone seems the same to him. She says he has a Lord of the Rings bag. He sees a boy almost near the black SUV. He calls him, and he looks back. Suddenly, a pair of hands grab him, and he screams. Ryan gets into a security car and chases the black SUV car. He is chassing smoothly, and suddenly, a truck comes up in his way. He tries hard to pass it, but gets into the wrong side. Then he passes a chaos of cars, and they get a little messed up. His cell phone battery is almost down, and he finds a gun instead of a charger. He sees a cellular market a plot away. He passes that construction plot by taking risks and reaches there. No one will give them a charger without standing in a line. So he grabs the gun, frightening them. Sergeant Mooney asks another police officer named Jessica Martin if he has found any case. He replies negatively, so he decides to go there. Jess's husband gives her a massage. You have to get out of the house as fast as you can. Something has happened. There is no time to explain. Just get Ricky and meet me at our place in left field. Ethan comes and asks where the place is. She doesn't know. Ethan shows Ricky through the window and tells her that they will shoot him if she does not tell within 3 seconds. Then she tells them Craig is in law at a bar named Lax. They set off for law. Ryan tells her he is going to catch them in the airport. Suddenly, their line gets cross-connected with a lawyer. He finds that lawyer beside him, and at gunpoint, he gives his cell phone to him. At that moment, his car is crushed, and he grabs his car too. Then he accidentally goes into a tunnel, heroically takes a U-turn, and finds the right way. In the meantime, Sergeant Mooney goes to the Barrington house to check on Mrs. Martin. The hooligans initially set their man there, so she says everything is okay. Ryan goes to the airport, but they are already there. He puts a gun under the goon's jacket in the checking office, so they get caught by the security, but they show their cop ID. Ryan asks what is going on. They are cops. He finds Craig with a lacquer jacket and a tall man, but he turns out to be the wrong one. The goons find the honest Craig and throw him to her wife. He tells them what they want. It's in the bank, Century Park. Ryan heads to Century Park. On the other hand, Sergeant Mooney is in a beauty spa doing facials. Mooney gets news on TV that a man takes a charger and a car at gunpoint. He recognizes the man and calls the Martins. Martins is not in the home. Now he understands the lady in the house is fake. On the other hand, Chris goes to Century Park and takes away the deposit bag from the goons. He runs upstairs and rings the emergency alarm, so that they get late to catch him. He escapes and gets in a car. He sees the lawyer's car, who has his cell phone. That lawyer is about to pay for his vehicle to make it released. Before that, Ryan gets it and escapes, taking it. Mooney goes into Martin's home and attacks a lady named Baybook, and she gets killed. Mooney is an innocent officer. Detective Jack is a corrupt officer. He is also with that corrupted gang. He informs them that some kid told Mooney about Martin's kidnapping news. Jess connects another line, and it unfortunately goes downstairs. He comes to her and attacks her, but she cuts his artery, which pumps 30 liters of blood per minute. Ethan would say to get Jess, but before that, one of them tells them she escaped, killing one of theirs. Ethan goes to check and doesn't find her. They all see how a mother saves her child, but still, they catch her threatening about her husband's harm. Then Ryan calls them, and he says the camera is with him. He says to tell him where he is, otherwise, he is going to kill them. He replies it doesn't work that way. He orders them to cut the kid's throat. Ryan misses the line, but he is praying for a comeback ring in the cell phone, and the cell phone rings. Ryan tells them to go to Santa Monica Pier. Ethan tells Tanner to bring Mooney with him to locate Ryan. Reaching there, Ryan wears a hoodie so they don't recognize him. He tells them to show him the Martins are okay. They show that. He claims to let them go. At that point, Chloe comes to him and scolds him for not doing what he was told to do. Mooney recognizes him and comes to him to know if he is okay. Tanner takes Ryan, and he leaves Mooney with a bad cop, but since Mooney doesn't know anything, he gets relieved seeing Ryan with him. Tanner and Ethan take the camera and destroy it. They are talking. In the meantime, Ryan jumps into the water. Tanner tells the lousy cop that they have got the footage from the kid, so he asks him to leave Mooney. The speaker was on, so Mooney understood that he should save Ryan and the family. He subverses him, and on the other hand, Ryan defeats Tanner, but gets caught by Ethan. Mooney reaches there and tells him to let the kid go. Ethan, Ryan, and Sergeant Mooney are fighting figuratively in a storehouse. Ethan will almost get him, but Ryan calls his phone, and Mooney takes the chance and shoots him. On the other hand, Jess kills her guard by suffocating and ends the war. Ryan and Jessica meet, and they are in tears. Jessica expresses her heart-melting gratitude to him, and he says not to call him again. Ha ha!